he has to be able to utilize his legs too. And I thought his reads were good. We just had a couple missed shots, but we kind of opened up the game with hitting him some underneath routes to the running back and some of the shorter stuff just to get some confidence going. Once you see your receivers catching the ball a little bit, it gets you going. And I think we'll have some opportunities tonight too to kind of, as long as we're making the right reads, which he's shown a good week of practice. I'm interested to see. I think he's going to make another big jump here in week 3.
Adam Malik's had a good year running the ball. You also mentioned that pretty good receiver coming out of the backfield with their three stack. How does that match up to being able to use him the way you want to?
Well, again, it's kind of those 3-3 stacks are designed kind of to stop more so the spread offenses. So we'll have to test them with our run game and see if we can get them to creep those defensive backs up more towards the line of scrimmage and then set up the play action pass and some of our passing stuff. But if they can stop our run game with just 6 guys up front and they can keep their safety at 12 and corners at 10, it's going to be a challenging night for us. But we'll try to, almost like every week, establish that run game to try to get those guys creeping up and then see what we can do with their play action game.
How do you like how the offensive line is gelling together? I know you've had to make some changes.
Yeah, that's kind of been a pleasant surprise. I think I said it last week, so far both our weeks 1 and 2, take the opening drives and put points on the board. Over at Gilbert with 9 new starters on offense, we had a 14-play drive, no penalties. It ended up in a field goal, not a touchdown, but if you would have told me that before the season, I would have probably taken that as far as just seeing it click like that. And last week, too, we're down early 7-0, and offense doesn't panic. We just respond with a nice 7-play drive that ends up in the end zone. And, so that they're starting to, I think, come together as a group. We're still moving a couple pieces around and have a couple pieces that will probably be coming back. And but as a whole, I've been really happy with the offensive line.
Coach, I know this group coming in very confident should be. I think they know they're a good football team. I think I told you during the commercial break, I think you guys win the district this year. But you're sitting 0-2. Does this group need to get a win tonight to kind of maintain that thought of that they know that they're a good football team?
We want to win every week, so it's kind of that we need it. We want it, but I think our guys. The nice thing about our guys is they're also well informed. They even before the season, they knew what the schedule was like. I mean, you look around the state, you have Harlan and Lewis Central, who are always ranked, and they're both 0-2 right now. Going to play week 3 to see who gets the first win of the year. I would have probably been I'm more surprised at that scenario than I am ours. And but no, it's far from panic mode. It'd be one thing if we were getting shut out or getting blown out by 4 or 5 scores, but with being 1-score games, having the ball, having a chance at the end against 2 teams that are in a class higher than us, and they were both district champions a year ago. There's no moral victories, but I think our guys are still confident in what we're doing, and they know we're a good football team.
Well, Coach, as always, we appreciate all the time here in the Mackey Motors tailgate. I'll look forward to coming down on the field and catching up with you after the game for the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show later on tonight, and, of course, catching up with you on Saturday morning as well. So thanks for all the time. Best of luck tonight.
You bet, Jeff. We appreciate the coverage, and go Tigers.
Head coach Craig Rowetter again with the Carroll Tigers. Back with more of the Mackey Motors tailgate. Brett Lux joining me for the coverage next, right here on KCIM, part of the CB Sports Network.
UTVs have been around for over 20 years, but they're still evolving, and with them now being legal on Iowa roads, usage has evolved as well. Whether you're commuting to work, gravel traveling with friends, or hitting the most
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Carroll Athletic Field, home of your Carroll Tigers. Tonight's non-district matchup features the visiting Humboldt Wildcats and your Carroll Tigers. May I direct your attention, please, to the football field.
And they're getting ready, I think, to do the national anthem. So we are going to, again, step away. We'll be back after the national anthem. We'll take a 3-minute timeout right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
For 75 years, Gredeman & Associates have been part of the Carroll story. We've helped families find their forever homes.
And members of the Carroll High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Wayne Liu and drummers Will Blackwell, Bella Liu, Cindy Mancini, and Morgan Schott perform our national anthem.
Rid of an old vehicle, farm equipment, or scrap metal?
gentlemen, here are the defense. Safety, 6'3" senior number 12, Valley Davis. At corner, 5'10" senior number 20, Flaherty. At corner, 5'10" senior number 23, Zane McIntyre. 5'9" junior number 17, Nash Palmer. At Spurs, 21, Jacob. Linebacker, number 13, Swanson. At linebacker, 6'1" junior number 50, Griffin Grote. Linebacker, 6'1" junior number 54, Donahue. At defensive end, 6' junior number 2, Brody Hendricks. At the other defensive end, 6'4" sophomore number 3, Dane Clark. And at nose guard, 6'2" senior number 57, Jack Guy. Now here are the offensive starters for your Carroll Tigers, who are coached by Craig Wetter, assisted by Steve Schabel, Eric Noggle, Cody Wardell, Tony Hooper, Dayton Ross, Trevor Joyner, and Gary McGill. At tight end, 6'3", 205-pound senior, 5, Moyer Oberding. 190-pound junior, 54, Daniel. 240 junior, number 58, Caden Luter. Offensive line, 6'2", 250-pound senior, number 65, Gavin Holt. And offensive line, 6 foot, 215-pound senior, number 66, Allen. And 6'1", 250-pound senior, number 79, Hahn. At wide receiver for the Tigers, 11, junior, number 1, Lincoln Burke. At wide receiver, 2, Chase. Quarterback, 6'2", junior, number 3, Camden King. Number 22, Adam Malik. And at running back, a 6'2", 210-pound senior, number 7, Kieran Holkin. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials: Brian Bowen, Chris Johnson, Chris Myers. Chain game member, Tom Pate, John Zimmerman, Rod Bame, Rod. Foreign timekeepers are Corey Hyman and Josh Peter. Your video production crew is run by Tiger Vision. Ladies and gentlemen, Carroll High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at all activities. Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and acts and respect the decisions of the game officials. What you do and say reflects on your team, your school, and your community. Please enjoy tonight's game by being a good sport.
Sports-related injuries. For
to receive for Humboldt, number 20, Chase Flaherty, number 22, Cash McIntyre. Polking's kick goes out of bounds.
35. It's hard to get a kick return up to the 35.
It is.
So, yeah, it's always a great idea to kind of decline that penalty and get the ball with really good field position.
So we head here to the first possession offensive line for Humboldt tonight. Spetcher Birch, Camden Haggard, Turner Hansen, Cale Donahue, and Jack Guy are the offensive linemen. The receivers and tight ends are Braden Swanson, Chase Flaherty, and Valley Davis, along with Jacob Gears. Jackson Flaherty is the quarterback. Cash McIntyre is the tailback. They're going to fake the handoff to McIntyre, and Flaherty's going to keep it. Did a little stutter step, cuts back inside, gets in the Carroll Tiger territory. He's going to dive down to the 49-yard line, a pickup of 16 on the play, and that was really good ball handling for him on first down.
Yeah, he was able to drop back and see they were in a cover zero there and be able to make the run and get about 16 yards on a carry.
Defense for the Tigers tonight. Ty Mulbauer, Kieran Polking, the defensive ends. The down linemen, Gavin Holt and Caden Looters. We'll give you the rest of the defense here in just a moment. Shotgun formation for Humboldt. McIntyre lined up to the left. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right as well. So 4 split out. Flaherty wants to throw. Pressure comes from Polking up the middle. That was Kearing. He's going to throw it away as he gets outside of the pocket. They're looking for a receiver downfield. I think there was somebody in the area, but that is going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
It'll bring up second down now and 10 to go. Let's give you the rest of that starting defense for Carroll. Quentin Polking at linebacker, along with Michael Rowetter and Landon Peterson. The cornerbacks are Lincoln Burke and Matt Collison, and the safeties Chase Schabel and Cooper Vincent. Shotgun formation again for Humboldt. The Wildcats going to hand it off to McIntyre. His first carry off the left side. He'll fall down inside the 45 as he falls 4 down. Nope, they're going to give him just the 45-yard line. A pickup of 4 going to bring up third down and 6. And if you are Carroll, this is what you want. Third, and you call this long.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 6 here on your own 45 here. It's get the stop here. You get the ball back here.
Maple Valley Anthenoto scoring right away against ESAC tonight. They're up 7-0. Shotgun formation again for Flaherty. McIntyre lines up to his left. He's got trips in the slot on the left side. They fake the handoff again to McIntyre, and Flaherty with good speed finds the edge, cuts back, and he gets tackled down inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. So a pickup of about 12 on that play, and that's going to move the chains. And right now the defense struggling with the quickness of Flaherty, and he's doing a nice job of kind of hiding that ball for a long time.
Yeah, and he's really quick. The biggest thing is he's agile, and he's a little bit of a smaller guy, so he's able to make guys miss and use his frame to just be sneaky with the ball.
Yeah, 5'10", 160, 17 carries for 21 carries, 50 yards coming into tonight, but 2 carries for 28 yards tonight. Again, shotgun formation for Flaherty. McIntyre to his right. They're going to hand it off to him. He just get a power forward, ran over a Tiger, and falls down at around the 25-yard line. That's a punishing 7-yard run for him. It's going to bring up second down and around 4 to go. And right now, the Carroll defense seems to be back on their heels just a little bit.
Yeah, just kind of a little bit of nerves on this first drive here, so let's see if they can knock him out here.
Ball over on the right hash mark. Griffin Glenn with a touchdown early as Kemper has jumped up 7-0 tonight down at Shenandoah over on KKRL. Flaherty again out of the shotguns. Got McIntyre to his right. They'll line up the other Flaherty over the right side, and that is a great diving catch. Coming up with the football was Valley Davis, his 6th catch of the year. He is going to dive and fall down at around the 10-yard line, so a pickup of 15. That was an outstanding catch. He had to kind of just lunge forward for that one.
Yeah, and it looks like the quarterback there kind of threw it right where no Tigers were able to get to it, and using that wide receiver with a bigger frame on him, too.
Good offensive drive here for Humboldt to start with. Flaherty again looking over to the sidelines, waiting for the call. He'll come out of the shotgun. McIntyre to his left. He's got Trips in the slot on the left side. They hand it off to McIntyre, and he dances his way. Did he get into the end zone? I haven't seen the signal yet, and there it is. And there is a 10-yard run for McIntyre. And Humboldt strikes on their first possession of the ballgame.
10-yard touchdown run.
A 10-yard touchdown run will make it a 6-0 ball game at 9:02 to go here, pending the extra point. Now, Carson Rubel, 6 of 6 on PATs. You were watching him in the pregame. You said he's got a leg on him.
He's got a leg. He was hitting them there about 45 yards out, and that's amazing for a high school kicker.
So Humboldt marches right down the field. 7-play, 65-yard drive, capping it off with Cash McIntyre's first rushing touchdown of the season. And there is a extra point up and good. And Humboldt has taken a 7-0 lead. Brett and I are back in 1 minute. Tigers down 7-0. Score updates brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. We're back in 1 minute here on KCIM.
Napa is your trusted source for automotive parts, accessories, and know-how for your car, truck, SUV, and farm equipment. We offer a complete performance machine shop, extensive tool and equipment department, and hydraulic hoses while you wait. So whether it's a replacement part for your daily driver or you are just in need for a professional machine shop, you can trust your locally owned and operated Napa store. Make it a point to stop in and see the pros. Napa, Highway 30 West in Carroll. Napa, we are so much more than a parts store.
Thank you for calling Brinks Exteriors. This is Allie.
Hi, we recently had a tree fall on our house, and I'd like to get an estimate for roof damage.
Sure, we offer free on-site consultations for all our services.
Great. While I have you, could you refer me to someone who can replace the drafty window?
Brinks does windows too, with high-quality Energy Star products.
Chase Shable and Trayvon Childers back deep to receive for Carroll. Kicking off for Humboldt, number 12, Valley Davis. Davis kicked into the end. The first and 12. The carry up the middle, good for 7 yards. Malik over the right side, no gain. Tackled by Griffin Group and Jack Guy. Bring up 3rd and 3 for the Tigers.
Yep.
This time King going under center. 2 guys lined up behind him. They're going to hand it off to the second guy. That's Malik, and he's going to pick up the first down. Spins out past the 30. Nice blocking off that right side, led by Gavin Holt. And he'll get out to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7. So a good answer here so far for the Tigers. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. What worked on that play?
Where they were able to not get 2 guys on him right away there. That first and second run, he had to have 1 guy trying to tackle him. And that second run he had in the middle there, 3 guys were able to tackle him there.
Our Culver's player of the game, of course, coming up in the postgame tonight. I'll get a picture of our player of the game, get it up on the banner up on the CB Sports Network website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. Lincoln Burke is going to split out to the right. Tigers in an offset set in the backfield. 2 guys behind King. He's going to hand it off to the fullback. And fighting his way forward is Michael Rowetter, and Rowetter going to pick up maybe 2 yards out to the 37-yard line. First carry of the night for Rowetter. Rowetter coming in with 2 carries for 4 yards. He's that old school kind of fullback that just kind of gets those tough physical yards.
Yeah, and you got a guy that can get you 2 yards every carry. That's exactly what you need. You look at a goal line situation where you need to punch the ball in, and you got a guy that will pick up those 2 yards, and you're perfect.
King again comes over to the sidelines. Humboldt standing there 3-3-5. Jack guy, the nose guard, comes in at 6'2", 255, so pretty good size there in the middle. Burke again's going to split out to the right. You've got Kieran Polking in the slot here on the left side. 2 guys in the backfield behind King. They'll hand it off to Malik, trying the left side, cuts it back into the middle. Tigers winning the battle up front.
Yes,
He'll pick up the first down out to the 46-yard line at a gain of 9, needed 8, and picked up 9, 4 carries, 24 yards for Malik here to open up the game.
Yeah, their offensive line is plain and simple, getting 5 yards, pushing these guys about 5 yards back. And when you can't tackle up front and you got a big guy like Malik carrying the ball, it's hard for those smaller guys in your secondary to wrap him up, bring him down.
Tigers will have the ball in the middle of the field. King started back onto the field, now turns around and keeps talking with Coach Rowetter. He'll get the call. Still 20 on the play clock, so plenty of time. Tigers able to kind of chew up some clock doing this as well. We're down to 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Humboldt only threw the 2 passes on their opening drive. Burke again going to split out to the right. Polking in the slot left side. Malik and Rowetter in the backfield. This time King wants to throw. He throws it out. It's completed to Burke in the flat. Humboldt quick to cover that. But still a nice little pickup. That's almost kind of like a running play in the pass game.
Exactly.
He's going to gain 5 across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that's going to bring up second down now and 5 to go.
And what the let me get the quarterback's name again. Overmore, right?
No, Camden King.
Camden King. Well, he did a great job there. Seeing the D-back backed off the wide receiver. He was able to quickly throw it and get to him. Got the ball out of his hand exactly how fast it needed to be.
So King again going to head over to the sidelines. He'll come back in with the play. Clock running, 4:48 to go. Humboldt up 7-0. Our score updates again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. Don't forget you can watch and listen to this one on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. Hand off to Malik, and Malik is going to be hit and spun backwards. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage. Carroll fans probably wanting the fact that he broke away, but I think that was after the whistle. And that was probably the best defensive play against Carroll here so far. It's going to bring up 3rd now and 5. This is not the kind of distance that Carroll really wants for their 3rd down.
No, 3rd and 5. It's a big pickup there, and you're right around your own 50, 49-yard line there. So it's kind of in a no man's land, as I always called it there. You really don't want to punt the ball here. You kind of want to get something out of this when you get on your own side of the field.
I want to thank Megan Berger down running our video broadcast here this evening. Chase Shable going to split this time out to the right. King comes out in the shotgun. Polking in the slot to the right side. Malik will line up to the right of King. He's going to drop straight back. They come with pressure. Just a 4th guy. He'll scramble out. Now the pressure comes. He's going to be hit. Tries and spins away. Kept his balance as it looked like he was going to go down. Now he's going to take off. Got a block out in front. He's going to pick up the first down inside the 30. All the way down to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 21 on the play. On a play, Brett, that it looked like he was going to be sacked back at around his own 40.
And he plain and simple just spun out of that sack and was able to run. And he kept his feet. He was falling down, put his right arm down and kept himself up and got a wall of blockers. That was all right there on the offensive line. Great job of seeing that he was up and moving all 3-4 guys in front of him, kind of getting a wall of blockers.
Caden Luter's the guy that had the big block. We do have a flag. Let's see if we can hear the ref. Okay. So an illegal block below the waist, and that's going to go on Humboldt. The guy that almost had the sack was Brody Hendricks. He had already had 1 tackle for a loss this season and had him wrapped up, but tried to spin him down, and it was a great job by King to just keep his balance, put his hand down, and kept himself up. So that block below the waist is going to move the ball all the way down to the 14-yard line. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Humboldt here, and the Tigers' drive continues. 3:36 to go in the first quarter of play. Shable will split out to the right. Polking in the slot on the right side. King out of the shotgun with Malik lined up to his left. Ball near the left hash mark. Humboldt's got 4 guys at the line of scrimmage, 3 down linemen, 1 guy standing up. They'll give it to Polking on the counter. He'll fall forward down to the 11. A pickup of about 3 on the play. And it's going to bring up a second down now. We'll call it 7 yards to go. First carry tonight for Polking.
Yeah, Polking's a big kid in the backfield there, and they did a great job of wrapping up and getting him below the waist. Those bigger guys, you can't tackle them up high. They'll just bounce right off you.
And this is a great opening drive for Carroll, and a nice answer here to what Humboldt did on their opening drive.
Yeah, they are just slowly taking away this clock, too, from them. Very slow, methodic, beautiful drive right here.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. Burke and Shable will split out to the right. King in the shotgun again with Malik lined up to his right. Polking was the tight end on the right side. He's going to look to throw. He's got Malik through his fingertip. Almost intercepted and then dropped. Are they going to call it intercepted? They will not. I see the official stepping in and saying incomplete. But almost coming up with that interception was Nash Palmer. It would have been his first of the season. Brett, he had it in his hands, but then I think Malik reached in and knocked it away before he could secure it.
That's exactly what he did. I was looking for Malik's number there to make sure I got the right name there. But, yeah, he was able to get in there and knock that ball away, almost played defensive back on the offensive side of the ball.
Had Malik out in the flat. If he'd have caught it, it wouldn't have been a big gain, but it would have brought up third and about 3 or 4. Now they face a 3rd and 7. Clock is stopped with 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. Burke comes over. He's going to line up along with Shable to the left. Ball on the left hash mark, and you can tell Carroll was a little confused. Guys were lining up about 5-6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So coach going to call the first timeout. Timeout on the field. 7-0 Humboldt. We're back in 30 seconds. Again, and our score updates brought to you by Your Road, Your Team at Your Motor Inn. Back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
At Motor Inn.
For anybody that bought a ticket for that would be the red ticket. Here is the winning number, 988-5352. 988-5352. If you have that number, please select your other football in the press box. 988-5352. King with the quarterback keeper over the right side, down to the 5. Bring up 4th and 1. Tackle on the play, number 57, Jack Guy. King with the quarterback sneak down to the 2. Good enough for a tag or first down. That'll bring up 1st and goal for Carroll.
When you need 2 yards, he's the perfect guy. And Mr. Rowetter with a touchdown there has cut the Tigers' deficit 7-6, pending the extra point. Minute 8 to go here in this first quarter of play. Kieran Polking going to come in to attempt the extra point. Polking has not. He's 1 of 2 in extra points here tonight. And of course, they line up like they're not going to kick, and then they shift into the kicking formation. I didn't think they were going to go for 2 in that situation. Looking to tie this football game up. The snap's down, the hold is up, the kick is there. It is good, and we are tied at 7-7. 1:08 to go here in the first quarter. Brett and I are back in 1 minute here on the CB Sports Network and on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel, part of the CB Sports Network, and KCIM back in 1 minute.
From empty stands to cheering fans, Carroll County Solid Waste would like to remind our area athletes, coaches, and spectators that it takes teamwork to keep our communities clean and safe. Like most sporting events, a trip to the concession stand for our favorite snacks, drinks, and sweets is enough.
Number 7 and number 20 Chase Flaherty back deep for receive for Humboldt. Kicking off for the Tigers, number 7 Kieran Polking. Dahl with the return out to the 24. Tackle on the play, number 54, Brody Daniel. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their 24. Yard penalty on the Wildcats. Going to bring up 1st and 15.
Up now 1st down and 15. Audubon just going up 14-0. Now 14-7 is our Weaver scores. So the Rockets hanging close there. That one late in the first quarter. Here we're 1:03 away from the end of the first quarter. They're going to hand the football off. Nope. This time Flaherty again going to keep it, and he does not go anywhere. Did a nice job of faking that handoff to Jackson Kirchhoff, and ended up not gaining anything and actually lost maybe a little bit of yardage. And that's going to be a loss back to around the 8-yard line, 7-yard line, so a loss of about 2 on the play.
If you're the Tigers offense, you're kind of biting, you're chomping at the bits, you're waiting to get back out there.
Flaherty out of the shotgun. McIntyre going to line up to his right. Now they'll move him over to the left. And actually, that's Kirchhoff in the backfield with him. He's got trips out to the left, wants to throw, backs up into the end zone. Now going to scramble. They didn't do a good job of keeping the pocket in there, but coming up from his safety spot is Lincoln Burke to get him down. But again, going to get out to about the 13-yard line, so a pickup of 5. Going to bring up 3rd down. We'll still call it about 11 to go. Burke did a nice job coming up that time and going low. The only problem is you got to keep your head up as the first quarter comes to an end, because Flaherty's really good at sidestepping you at the last moment. We're through 1 quarter of play. We are tied at 7 apiece. Our scores again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. 7-7 our scores.
Once again, just a reminder, the Carroll County Booster Club has the concession stand underneath the west bleachers. If you go now, you can get back, make a performance high marching band.
Leather glove, no sequins. Buckles on the jacket. Left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way, we about to slide.
Go to the second quarter, Humboldt got the ball, 3rd and 11. Their own 13. Flaherty's pass complete to number 3, Dane Clark. Good enough for a first down. First and 10 Humboldt at their 26. McIntosh with the carry over the right side, tackle on the play. Number 7, Kieran Polking. Gain of 2 is going to bring second 8 for Humboldt.
Tigers are doing a great job of not getting pushed back and giving them extra yards. They're staying right up there to where the ball is snapped at, the original line of scrimmage.
Maple Valley Anthony Charter Oak Ute leading 21-0 on East Sac at the end of the first quarter. Flaherty keeps it, trying to get the edge. He'll get the corner. He's going to have a first down and more as he's going to get knocked out of bounds by Matt Collison, but not before he gets out to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 14 on the play, and you can hear the Tiger crowd in front of us. I don't know what they're upset with, but they're frustrated, and you can tell.
They're calling for another block in the back there on right up to where the tackle was made, and that one was close, but again, those guys, the refs down on the field, actually have a way better view than us, believe it or not.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Flaherty again out of the shotguns. Got Kickoff lined up to his right. Trips split to the right. Ball on the left hash mark. And there's the snap. He'll drop back. Pressure comes. He's got plenty of time as the Tigers brought 4, but didn't really get any pressure until late. The ball is incomplete. He was looking for McIntyre over on the Humboldt sideline, the far side of the field at around the 46, 47-yard line. It'll fall incomplete. He has 2 of 4 here tonight for 27 yards, but it is going to bring up now second down and 10.
Yeah, and like we're seeing here again, the front line for the Carroll Tigers are doing a great job of getting in the backfield and disrupting the play. A sack isn't always going to be the best case scenario. Sometimes even just being back there in that quarterback space will disrupt the play just enough.
Audubon gets another score. They're up 22-7 now on Arweva. Flaherty out of the shotgun. He's got a running back on each side. He'll hand it off to Kickoff, and Kickoff hit in the backfield. Great pressure coming on the edge that time. Going to try and catch the number that got there and got that pressure. And it looks like Kieran Polking, number 7, maybe the guy that got in there and got that pressure. Actually, that was a number 9, Mason Stitt, who got in there and got that pressure. The tackle back to the 39-yard line. That's a loss of about 4. Let's make it a loss of 3 on the play. It'll bring up third down now and 13 to go. 8th play of the drive coming up. 9:50 to go in the first half.
Yeah, and there's about 3 Carroll Tigers back there eligible to make a play.
Flaherty out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, wants to go deep, and he does, but he throws it. The receiver that time was Chase Flaherty. He wasn't looking. The ball would have been catchable if he'd have been looking because he could have made an adjustment, but it'll fall incomplete in a punting situation. So good adjustments by Carroll defensively after giving up that long drive in the first drive. The first possession, they really shut him down on that drive.
Exactly, yeah, and right there in that last play, Burke almost came up with the interception. Looks like he looked over the wrong shoulder first before, and by the time he got turned back around, that ball hit the ground.
Humboldt did hurt themselves with a couple of penalties, including the one on the kickoff. They will punt the football away. Carson Rubel, 5 punts, averaging 37 yards per punt on the season. Childress is back deep for Carroll. Pressure comes from Stitz up the middle. And calling for the fair catch is Chase Schabel, actually, who is back. He bobbles it, but able to fall on it. We've got a flag out on the field. He was able to fall on the ball at around the 23-yard line, but we'll have to wait and see what this penalty is going to be. 9:35 to go here in this first half of play.
Not really sure. I didn't see anybody around that area where the flag was thrown.
Yeah, I didn't either. It was kind of where where Schabel was catching the ball. It looks like they're going to back Carroll up. So did we get a block in the back for somebody that was coming down to maybe make the play if Schabel was going to take off running? I haven't seen the official call yet. There it is. Block in the back, or holding call, I should say. Holding call. That'll move Carroll back. They'll mark it from around the 23. Should go back to the 13. Now they're bringing the ball back out. And I think they maybe lost track of where they were supposed to start from. So it should start at the 23. And it should be a 10-yard penalty back to the 13-yard line. There they start to mark it, and that is going to be where they put it, at the 13-yard line. That is where Carroll will have it, first down and 10.
You got great eyes, Jeff. You know that?
Well, I'm nice and high up here, and the glasses work well for a distance. It's that short stuff that seems to be a little bit of a problem right now. Again, our Culver's Player of the Game coming up in the postgame. Don't forget to sign up for our free sack of groceries. You can win a sack of groceries from Market on 30. Just go down and sign up. Tune in to Rewind Tuesday mornings between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. We'll announce who our winner is and also who had the sack of the game. Tigers going to hand it off to Adam Malik. He'll fight his way out past the 15 to the 17. That's going to be a 4-yard gain. It'll bring up second down and 6. And if you're Carroll, you'll take 4 yards every play in that ground game. It chews up clock, and you're going to get first downs, and you're going to get yourself in good shape.
After 3 carries, you get first downs. I think 4 yards a carry is almost any coach you ever look anywhere will be extremely happy with a guy averaging 4 yards a carry.
Kemper up 21-0, end of the first. As South Central Calhoun, IK Manning tied at 7 into the first, and Exira Kimballton on top of Coon Rapids Bear 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. Tigers will split 2 out to the left. Looks like Burke and Schabel. They'll snap it back. They're going to throw it. It's complete out to Schabel. Schabel makes the first guy miss, gets out past the 20, makes the second guy miss, spins away from the third guy, but ends up being out of bounds. He's going to get it out to the 26-yard line, a pickup of 9 on the play. And that is going to be a first down for the Carroll Tigers. Schabel with some nifty running that time, his 4th catch of the season.
Yeah, real shifty there. It's making guys miss him there. Like I said, it's almost that run out of the pass run almost out of the back. The smoke screen, you can call it if you want to call it that. And he was able to get 10 yards on that.
Yeah, and I think if you're coach, you're really trying to keep King throwing some of those confidence-building throws, those short passes. It's his first year starting, so you want to get him really confident. Do want to give a shout-out to one of the great coaches I've ever covered, Mr. Tyler Edwards, a Carroll graduate from 1988, tuning in, listening to the ball game tonight. They hand it off to Adam Malik, and he's going to slip a couple of tackles to find his way out past the 35. Going to be just past the 35, so they'll give him a gain of about 9 on the play. It'll bring up second down and about 1 to go. 4th play of the drive coming up. But the Tigers winning the battle up front on offense again here on their second possession.
Oh, and they're winning on defense, too, both ends of the ball. And plain and simple, that's what we said is going to come to your winner today, is who's going to win the battles in the trenches.
Tigers taking their time in the huddle again. King still over talking to Rowetter. Play clock is down to 15, and now he's going to sprint out to the huddle. They'll probably break the huddle with about 10 to go. Schabel will split out to the right. Malik will line up to the left of King. Play clock down to 2. He'll take the snap, hands it off to Malik, and this time He is met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We mentioned it. Jack Guy, the nose tackle, and he said, you just ran that play here a moment ago. I'm not going to let you run it up my hole again, and able to stop him. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
What I'm really impressed with there is how they were able to get that play off and get everything moving so quick. They had about 8 seconds left on the play clock. At the time he got that offense set. And you don't know how insanely impressive that is until you're actually in that kind of situation.
Yeah, and that's a tough one for a D lineman to win there. And I'm sure that Tanner Hahn going to be frustrated to give up that tackle there. Tigers will come back out, ball near the left hash mark. Shable will split to the right. King under center. Got McIntyre lined up, and they're going to keep it with King. And he is just so good at taking one step to his right and then just darting out there. He's going to get out to the 38-yard line, a pickup of 3. And that is going to move the chains for the Tigers. His quickness is what makes that play so effective.
Yeah, he gets up to 0 to 100 right away almost. He takes 2 steps, and he's going full speed. And as a defensive lineman, you're looking up, he's right next to you or running right by you. What do you do?
Yep, and I think part of that is this. Coach talked about he's one of the fastest guys on the field, and you saw it there. He has just got that blazing quickness, and it's off of that very first step. 22-7 again, Audubon over our Weeva tonight. That's the end of the first quarter. Here we're already, I would say, late in the second quarter.
Yeah.
King out of the shotgun. Malik Mector with him. He's going to go out into the flat. They're going to throw it out, and he is hit immediately, breaking on the play, and Malik's going to be slow getting up on that one. As Nash Palmer read that one beautifully, he held on to it, but he took a shot right in the back, and he's laying on the field right now. Hopefully that young man's going to be all right.
Yeah, I was hoping for the best here. Maybe some wind knocked out of him here. Great pass there. He was able to find the open receiver and throw it right in the breadbasket there.
So they're talking to Malik out on the field. Steve Shable right away out there. So is Eric Noggle. Cody Wardell out there as well. They're checking on their star running back. And hopefully the young man, again, I don't think it's anything severe. I think, like you said, he might have just kind of got jolted and got the wind knocked out of him, and he's starting to try and sit himself up here. But that's one of those where, and it's nothing wrong with the tackle. Swanson came in, put that shoulder right in the lower part of the back, trying to knock him and the ball loose from each other, and hit him right as the ball got there. And just a really good, strong tackle. But that's that spot that can kind of catch you a little bit if you're the receiver.
Yeah, your back plate only goes as far. Kind of hit him right below where there's almost no padding there.
Yep.
And when you put a shoulder pad to there, it doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good. So Malik will have to come out for a play. Tigers may have burned a timeout here as they're over talking with Coach Roadrunner. What has stood out for you here so far? We're almost at halftime, so what's standing out for you so far?
I think if we had a clock to check the time of possession, that's a big thing right now. Carroll Hyatt is eating up this clock, and they're moving the ball downfield. While doing that, they're taking 4, 5, 6 yards of play. And that, plain and simple, is going to let you win football games, along with a great offensive line
Camden King trying to keep it on second down there, and a good job by the defense. It was just a quarterback keep to the left side. He was sweeping with it, and they hit him and bring him down at the 38-yard line, a loss of 2. And that is going to bring up now third down, probably a throwing situation, third and about 10, as they got to get out to their own 48-yard line to pick up that first down. So third, we'll call it a long 10. You mentioned time of possession. Their first drive took almost 8 minutes. It was 7 minutes, 57 seconds. They started this drive with 9:35 to go in the second quarter. We're down almost to that time now at the 4-minute mark. So they've almost had it for 5 minutes here on their second possession of the game.
Who needs a stopwatch when you got the Jeff Blankman next to you?
We've got a timeout on the field called by head coach Craig Rowetter. We'll step away and take a break. We're back in 30 seconds. It is 7-7 between Humboldt and Carroll. And our score updates again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn.
Hey, moms and dads out there.
For anybody get empty drawing, the hits, take the 075-201. If you have that number, you can claim your prize and get yourself by. So once again, the blue tickets, 50-50, 075 2-0-1. King pass was incomplete. Bring up 4th and 10 for the Tigers. Back to punt. Number 9, Jason Stitz. Receive for Humboldt, number 20, Flaherty. Chase Flaherty in it's going to be 1st and 10 home. Flaherty with tackled in the backfield by Quentin Polking for a 1-yard loss, going to bring up 2nd and 11 for Humboldt. To the right side, good enough for a Carroll first down. First and 10, Humboldt 43.
To go on the play clock, 2:40 to go here in the game clock. Burke will split out to the left. King goes under center, got Rowetter behind him with Malik lined up to the left of Rowetter. They're going to run that same play, and the counter going to work as he'll get down. Late flag coming in right off of the Carroll sideline, right next to where Coach Rowetter was standing. So maybe you get that chop block from the defense there. The tackle going to be made down at around the 37-yard line, so that would be a gain of 6 if it holds up.
And I think that's what it looked like to me.
Yep. Let's see what the penalty is here. Chop block against Humboldt. So Coach hollers about it and gets it on the very next play. So that is going to cost 15 more yards. 4 penalties for 45 yards for the Wildcats here tonight. They've hurt themselves several times with penalties.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to bring up about Coach Rowetter. Great job of noticing there's a chop block, and you put a bug in that ref's ear, guess what? He's going to watch for it, and the very next play it shows to prove that, hey, they have been chop blocking. So great job by Coach Rowetter to see that and put a bug in the ref's ear.
38-7 now in favor of Audubon over Arweva. Ball going to be moved down to the 22-yard line. It's over on the right hash mark. Tigers in scoring position. Maple Valley Antidoto Charter Oak Ute now up 35-0 over Esac County. Almost forgot for a second whose score I had just looked at. I'm kind of trying to focus on King coming back in. Clock is running here, 2:15 to go. Burke will split out to the left. King under center, Polking in the slot on the right side. Rowetter at the fullback. Lining up next to him is Malik. They fake it to him. They hand it to Polking. Coming back the other side, breaks a tackle, fights his way inside the 20, down near the 16-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the play for Kieran Polking. 2 carries for him for 9 yards. It's going to bring up second down. We'll call it about 4 yards to go.
Yeah, Carroll High's doing a great job of throwing different things at these Wildcats. They don't know what's coming on the next play.
Yeah, you just ran that exact same play, except for you handed it off to Malik coming back to the right. This time you fake it to him, and you do the inside handoff to Polking coming back through. Burke again going to split out to the left. They'll come out in that same formation. Burke will go under center. Humboldt now got 6 guys in the box. They go back to Malik. He's hitting the backfield, slips the tackle, fights his way forward, breaks another tackle. He gets down inside the 5, down near the 4-yard line. A pickup of 12 to go, and he might be one of the toughest and hardest runners I've seen in a while.
Yes, he is a very downhill runner. It seems like once he gets his speed, it's like a freight train coming at you. You just can't stop it as much as you want to. You're not going to stop him right now.
Doesn't look like the biggest guy at 5'11", 185, but at 185, pretty well put together young man.
Yes, very well. And like I said, with the speed he has, that makes that 185 seem like 200 coming at you.
Burke again splits out to the left. They're in that same formation for the 3rd straight play. King going under center. We're under a minute to go here in the first half of play. 7-7 our score. King keeps it, and does he go in? You can see some Tigers saying touchdown, and there is the call from the official on our sideline here. A 4-yard touchdown run from Camden King, and the Carroll Tigers have taken a 13-7 lead pending the extra point.
Yeah, with 43 seconds left here in this half, that is a fantastic drive right there. Like I said previously, they got the best field position they've had all day, and they took advantage of it.
Carroll with an opportunity here to go up 7, and then they just need to get a stop. Now, Flaherty had a really big punt return earlier. Don't want to give up a good kick return here. And have Humboldt score right before the half. Carroll will get the ball to start the second half, so that's huge. If they can kind of keep this 1-score lead, the kick is up. It is good. And the Tigers have taken a 14-7 lead. They've scored 14 straight. Brett and I are back in 1 minute here on KCIM and on the CB Sports Network at YouTube channel.
Cash McIntyre with the return for Humboldt. Tackle on the play, Ty Mulbauer, number 18, number 54, Brody Daniel. That brings up 1st and 10 Humboldt at the 33-yard line. Jackson Flaherty's pass is complete to Chase Flaherty. Out of bounds, good enough for a wild first down.
Get something on the board if they can. Flaherty again out of the shotgun. He's got twin receivers out here to the left, 2 to the right as well. He is going to be flushed out, floats it out into the flat to McIntyre, who does a nice job of breaking a couple of tackles, and we've got a late flag, and the Tigers swung him down out of bounds. I don't think it was any maliciousness there, but it was right on the Humboldt sidelines, and you know that most of the time that's going to end up being called.
Yeah.
It was just a 3-yard gain on that little flare out to McIntyre. But if the penalty's on the Tigers, which I think it's going to be, that's going to be 15 more, and there it is. Personal foul, late hit out of bounds, second penalty of the night on the Tigers. But that one is a big one, as Humboldt has really done a lot of damage to themselves in penalties tonight. That's the first one I think that Carroll hurt themselves.
Yeah. I think that's Carroll's second penalty of the night.
Second it is, yep. 2 penalties, 25 yards, but that'll spot it all the way down at the Tigers' 39-yard line. Still 29 seconds remaining here. And Humboldt has all 3 timeouts remaining. Flaherty out of the shotguns, looking down the field, wants to go on the fly pattern. He's got a man down there. It's McIntyre. He's going to make the catch, and he's going to dance in for the touchdown. They go deep, and they get it over the head of Burke. Coming over late that time was Vincent, the safety, and they got in behind both of them down the sidelines, and just like that, a 39-yard touchdown pass. And we are a 1 point, an extra point away from being tied again.
Yeah, he just had enough time in the back of the pocket there to look back and see his guy running that 9 route down the far sideline and just dropped it into the bread basket perfectly.
So it takes them 21 seconds to score. And that penalty again going to come back to haunt the Tigers. Rubel on to attempt the extra point. There's the snap. High, very high kick. It is up. It is good. And we are tied at 14 apiece. We're back in 1 minute. Right here on KCIM. Our score again, 14-14.
At Car Stop LLC, they're proud to...
Valley Davis is the kickoff for Humboldt. Back deep to receive for the Tigers, number 2, Chase Shable, number 5, Craven Childress. Davis's kick goes into the end zone for the touchback. The 1st and 10, Carroll on the 20. That brings us to halftime. Carroll 14, Humboldt 14. Once again, just a reminder, the Carroll Tiger Booster Club concession stand located underneath the west bleachers for anyone that is hungry or thirsty at halftime. Otherwise, the Carroll Tiger Pride Marching Band will take the field here shortly for halftime.
We set the clock to 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tiger Junior class after prom would like to thank everyone that bought tickets this evening and previous games and for future games to help fund the junior class after prom. To everybody that purchased a ticket for the autograph for the 15 drawing. The junior class after prom appreciates your generosity and continued support. The high school Tiger Pride Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Wayne Liu and drum majors Will Blackwell, Morgan Schott, are excited to perform the musical for Three Boys Top One It That Way, and the second song will be the number one hit. Drum majors Will Blackwell, Bella Lou, Cindy Mancini, and more. Is your band ready for halftime performance? Take the field.
intelligence that we and some knowledge that will be passed on tonight about the games going on. Yeah, it's your dad and stuff, but he did a nice job last week, and I think the longer he's in there, he'll get to know the coaches really well, and I think he's going to thoroughly enjoy himself. So we thank him very much for helping out.
Very great mind there.
Yeah.
Carroll will get the ball to start the third quarter. Back deep to receive. Number 2, Chase Shable. Number 5, Trayvon Childress. And to kick off for Humboldt, number 12, Valley Davis. Trayvon Childress with the returns for the Tigers. Turns the ball into Humboldt territory. First and 10, Carroll at the Humboldt 22. Michael Rowetter with the carry up the middle, gain of 2.
If you're Carroll right now, I think you need to score here after that kickoff return, even if it's a field goal, Brett.
Yeah. I mean, take advantage of your great field position. This is the best field position anybody's had all night. And, yeah, you want to come out here and score right out of the halftime, that'd be fantastic.
Burke will split out to the right. Malik and Rowetter again in the backfield with King under center. Polkin going to line up in the slot on the left side. Humboldt with 3 down linemen, 3 more guys creeping up to the line. They're going to hand it off, and Rowetter again with some good running. An opening there is he was able to get it down to the 15-yard line, a 5-yard gain, and all of a sudden they're running Rowetter instead of Malik, and I think they're catching Humboldt, especially on that second down play, a little bit off guard.
Yes, that's what they're doing. That's a great job there, catching them off guard, but I think you're going to see another run out of here. Probably out of Malik right up the middle again.
3rd and 3 from the 15, clock running here with 10:40 to go. Don't forget to sign up for our sack of groceries, a free sack of groceries at Market on 30. Just go in and sign up and then listen to Rewind on Tuesday morning and see if we call your name as your winner as we announce our sack of the game. Camden King keeping it on the option. He is going to fight his way forward down near the 11-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 and enough for the first down. And one thing I've seen from these Carroll runners, they run extremely hard.
They do. I mean, they're at full speed right away, and that's tough to stop, especially as a defensive front. Just to be able to look up and, like we said earlier, they're right next to you or running right by you by the time you're able to get anything going.
And the good thing for Carroll here with that first down, Brett, at the 11, they've got an opportunity to pick up another first down at the 1-yard line as King will bring in the play. Play clock down to 20.
Yeah, and inside the 1-yard line is probably one of the toughest plays in football to get.
Our score right now, again, 14-14. Glenn Ralston again leading 44-0 over Griswold. Burke going to split out to the left. They'll hand it off, and Rowetter finds some running room. And Rowetter going to fight his way down to about the 6-yard line, a pickup of 5 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 5, 5th play of the drive coming up. Nebraska volleyball picking up a win tonight. Thanks for the update to Sherry Storyhan on that one. They hosted at Utah, who was ranked coming in.
Seems like a common theme with Nebraska volleyball is picking up wins.
Yeah, they're ranked number 1, and maybe for a reason this year. They're really good. I'm not saying they're going to win everything, but wow, they're fun to watch. Burke again splits out to the right. I did DVR that one tonight, so I'll watch it tonight when I get home. They hand it off. Malik's got an opening, fights his way through, spins off of a tackle and into the end zone. He just ran right through Valley Davis at the 1-yard line. And the touchdown will put the Tigers on the board here on that 6-yard touchdown run from Malik.
And he's just running the ball hard and aggressively. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night here. Really throwing his name in there for the player of the game tonight.
Yeah, him, Camden King. You got to look at some of the guys defensively as well. Mulbauer maybe with that interception there. He's played really well.
We got 2, 3, 4 guys that we get to talk about tonight.
Kieran Polking on to attempt the extra point. He is 3 of 3 in those this season.
He's got a great leg on him.
To make that 3 of 4 on the season. There's the hold. The kick is up. It is good. And the Carroll Tigers on top here by a score of 21-14. 9:04 to go in the third quarter. Our score updates brought to you again by Your Road, your team, your motor in. Back in 1 minute here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
From empty stands to cheering fans, Carroll County Solid Waste.
Polking into kickoff for Carroll. Back deep to receive for Humboldt, number 7, Braden Dahl, number 22, Cash McIntyre. McIntyre with the return out to the 26. Tackle on the play, number 54, Brody Daniel. First and 10, Humboldt at the 27-yard line. Flaherty's pass complete to Valley Davis. Gain of 8. Tackle on the play, number 8, Matt Collison. McIntyre with the carry up the middle. Good enough for a first down. Tackle on the play, 61, Quentin Polking. Jackson Flaherty with the quarterback keeper ran out of bounds by Cooper Vincent. Gain of 3, second and 7 for Humboldt at the 40-yard line. Brady's pass incomplete, brings up 3rd and 7. Flaherty's pass complete to Cash McIntyre, good enough for a first down. First and 10 Wildcats on the Carroll 47. McIntyre with the carry over the right side, tackle for a 2-yard gain. Number 61, Quentin Polking.
Anyway, but that ball almost went straight up into the air, and Carroll questioning whether or not there was an intended receiver down there, but he's outside of the tackle box, so it'll be an incomplete pass. 3rd and long again here for Humboldt. 8th play of this drive coming up, 3rd and 9. And the Tigers have taken away Humboldt's run game. Even Flaherty hasn't been having as much success. They're having to rely more on the passing game. Trips out to the left. One wide receiver, that is Swanson out here to the right. Flaherty out of the shotgun, will drop back once it's run to the ground, and picked out by Polking. Quentin Polking's in a foot race. McIntyre going to chase him down, but not before he gets spun down at around the 34-yard line of Humboldt. And a big interception that time from Quentin Polking. He read that play beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely great. He jumped out in front of that passing zone and picked it off and ran. Had a, was that about 35-yard return there? Absolutely beautiful play there by Quentin Polking. Read the quarterback's eyes right there. The quarterback never took his eyes off his intended receiver.
Yeah, and they had tried that pass a couple of times. I think he anticipated it and knew that they were going to try maybe to throw it back out there in the flat that they had done on the last play, and McIntyre was wide open that time. Polking was right there with him and jumped the passing lane to pick it off. 6:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 21-14 Carroll. Our score updates brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. We're coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Tigers will split Burke out here to the left. Polking, Kieran in the slot on the right side. Rowetter lines up behind behind it. King, who's under center. Malik lines up to his left. They'll fake it. They want to throw. Flag comes out on the snap. He's got a man out here. He actually had 2 guys out here. The pass was intended that time for Rowetter, who can't squeeze that one in. And actually, that was Moyer Olberding who was intended for, but he also had Lincoln Burke down the field, Brett, who was wide open at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big, deep throw there, but he was going for sure check down receiver there. See what this
and that penalty, I think, is going to go against, encroachment going to go against Humboldt as they line up in the neutral zone on that one.
Yeah, that's a free play pretty much there.
Yep. The Tigers will accept the penalty because they did not complete the pass, so they'll accept that penalty. And the ball marked down to the 29-yard line, going to bring up first down now and 5 to go. Couldn't have it to Baird battling back down now 42-36 at the halftime. Caitlin McAllister, Courtney Cadwalder, both updating us on that one. Burke going to split out to the right. Kieran Polking in the slot here on the left side. King under center. Malik to the right of Rowetter in the backfield, who lines up behind King. They'll hand it off to the second man through. Malik did a nice job of stepping around the first guy who had gotten pressure in there, and that was Grote. Grote just took the offensive lineman and shoved him into the backfield. Malik able to get himself not all the way back to the line of scrimmage, but to the 30. It's going to bring up a loss of a yard, going to bring up second down now and about 6 to go.
Yeah, if you're Carroll High, you want to take advantage of this great field position here. Try get a score and give yourself a 2-score lead.
Yeah, you scored on the one interception you got tonight. You want to score on both of the turnovers and make Humboldt really pay for it.
Exactly. And score doesn't have to be a touchdown. It could be a field goal here.
Burke going to split out to the right. Kieran Polking in the slot left side. They turn, hand the football off to Rowetter, who had to kind of pause for a second. I don't think he got that one cleanly, but did a nice job of making sure to secure the ball. He'll pick up 3, going to bring up third down and about 3 to go.
Third and 3.
6th carry of the night here tonight for Rowetter. And the third play of this drive coming up, ball near the right hash mark. Clock running here, 5:10 to go, third quarter. The other thing about Carroll's style of offense, if you're ahead, you chew up so much clock because they don't hurry plays in. There's 12 seconds left on the play clock, and King's just running in from the sideline with the play.
Yeah, and that's such a great job how they have mastered this kind of style.
Burke will split out to the left. King again looking to push that pile forward, and he's got to be marked. One guy's got him at the 25, the other one at the 24. We'll see who wins that battle, and it's going to be the 25. They were at the 27, so it's going to be 4th and 1. He needed 3 and got 2. It's always interesting when you see one official coming in at one spot and the other at another spot, and who ends up winning that discussion. Ball was over towards the Humboldt sideline, so it was that official who had a better view and was the one that was able to make the call. So it's going to be 4th and 1. King again going to sprint out there. 10 seconds to go on the play clock as he gets to the huddle. Tigers will break the huddle. Burke will split out to the left. Carroll hurries up to the line. They come out in that same formation they've been at, and they're going to run it again with Burke. And he's going to be really close because they're coming in right at about the 19-yard line. And that's where he needed to get it. I should say the 24-yard line. And I think Carroll was celebrating. But let's see here. They are moving the chains. It is going to be a first down run. I never saw a signal from an official, did you? I didn't either.
Not, no.
Yeah, all of a sudden I saw the chain gang moving over on the other side, and they were moving in the direction that it was a Carroll first down.
Yeah, Carroll High knew it right away, though. It seemed like their offensive linemen were jumping and hooting and hollering, celebrating there, so.
Yeah, so. Arweva now trailing 62-7. That Audubon team, why they've only got one number 1 vote so far. I can't quite figure that one out. Burke going to split out to the left. King again under center. They've got the side stack to the right. They're going to come back to Polking, and he was hit at the line of scrimmage, but gang tackling will bring him down, but he's going to get from the 24 down to the 23. A good piece of running that time by Kieran Polking as he was hit almost for no gain or a loss and still found a way to get a yard out of it. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. That play's had some success, Brett, but that slower developing play against Humboldt's play defensively has not been as effective as those quick hitters.
No, they have not been. But, I mean, anything, they're trying to just chew up the clock as much as possible. About 33 minutes, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Burke will split out to the right. Polking in the slot left side. King under center. Play clock down to 5. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Malik, who started wide, then cuts it back up and in. And the tackle going to be made at around the 23-yard line. A pickup of 1. Going to bring up 3rd down now and 9 to go. And the thing I'm noticing, Brett, is Humboldt starting to be a little wider and not allowing Carroll to get that edge. They're forcing that outside run back into the middle as Malik again slow to get up. And he is now, that looks like maybe a cramp, and he's starting to jog his way off the field. And are we going to get a water break? Here's both teams heading to the sideline. We may be taking a water break. We'll step away with them back in 30 seconds here on at 1380 AM, 95.1 FM KCM. Nope, now they're bringing the teams back out onto the field. I know sometimes when it's really warm like this, they do water breaks. I haven't seen one yet tonight. I thought maybe with Malik cramping up there that they were going to maybe do that.
That's what it almost looked like they were doing.
Yeah. Coach Noggle over talking with a couple of the other coaches over here on the sideline. And now Mulbauer and Schabel will come in. Burks and Rowetter will check out. King sprints in with the play. Play clock again down to 10 as they break the huddle. Schabel will split to the left. Mulbauer will be the tight end on the left side, Polking in the slot on that side. And now we get a timeout called by the Carroll Tigers as they were down to about 2 seconds left on the play clock. 2:01 remaining here in the third. Tigers up 21-14. We're back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors.
King's pass to the end zone falls incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down for Carroll. Carroll Portland, 40-yard field goal. 1:50 left in the 3rd period. Carroll 24, Humboldt 14. Poking into kickoff for the Tigers. McIntyre with the return out to the 27, tackle on the play. Number 19, Elliot Overmole. Number 61, Quentin Polking. First and 10, Humboldt at their 27.
Has dominated the next possession. Now the offenses, for Carroll, it's been both because you've had 2 interceptions that have now led to 10 points. That's the difference in this game right now as Flaherty will come out of the shotgun. He's got twin receivers out to the left. They're going to try and get him on that jet sweep again, and now he finds some running room. He could be gone. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, trying to chase him as Collison, but Flaherty going to take it 73 yards to the house, and just like that, Humboldt is right back into the football game.
Yeah, what he did there is he saw the opening from the far side, and he just almost quick one step and up he went. He didn't try to take that far outside to the sideline.
Yeah, just snapped it back to him, and that time they didn't fake it to anybody. They just took off, and again, that's the second time tonight where Carroll, you feel like they've got complete control. And just like that, Humboldt strikes for a big play.
Yep. Seems like
they gonna
kind of confused on what's going on here.
Yeah, they haven't lined up, and I think they're running their kicker out there now.
Kicker must not have been.
Yeah, so they are. Yeah, it's actually the holder that is late getting out there. Rubel was looking over to the sideline like, who's going to hold this for me? I can't drop kick it for an extra point. Tigers looking to bring some pressure up the middle. They block it. They block it. Great job that time coming through by Damian Rodriguez, and he blocks the extra point. You saw him creep through there late, and the Tigers' lead is at 24-20. We'll step away back in 1 minute right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM at KCIM.
UTVs have been around for over 20 years, but they're still evolving, and with
Back D to receive for Carroll. Number 2, Chase Shabel. Number 5, Traven Childress. Kicking off for Humboldt, number 12, Valley Davis. Davis's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10, Carroll at the 20. Rowetter up the middle for a short gain. Tackled by a host of Wildcats. Bring up 2nd and 7 for Carroll.
He'll hand it off again and fighting his way forward is a Rowetter, and he's going to get out again near the 28-yard line, a pickup of 5. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 to go.
I always had plenty of their pulls that just run the ball for 3 yards every play.
You guys don't run the fullback a lot, though, do you? It's mainly the tailback
anymore,
and
not
stuff.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's been quite a few years. Mark Weissman was probably our last real.
Your last real fullback?
Well, he ended up being a running back, I think, halfway through his career.
He did. They had to move him, yeah. You didn't have anybody else that was running the ball very well, so you had to go to him.
Sounds like Iowa football.
Yeah. That's usually the passing game you guys complaining about. When Burke's going to split out to the right, King under center. Humboldt faking like they're coming with some pressure, and we get some movement. I don't know if it's on Carroll or Humboldt. Both crowds are cheering. And let's see who the officials say it's going to be on. Looking down at the white hat down on the field. It looks like Carroll is the one. Nope, it's going to go against Humboldt. Carroll was the one backing up.
We're backing up.
Yeah, so you thought it was maybe going to go against them, but then it ends up going against Humboldt, and that is going to be penalty number 5 against them.
Wow.
And that's going to be enough for a Tiger first down.
I wonder if Carroll thought something wrong, though, because they all kind of were a little bit surprised when they made the call there.
Yeah, they start the clock, and Carroll will not get a snap off. Third quarter going to come to an end. Tigers outscoring Humboldt 10-6 in that third quarter. They lead it heading to the fourth by a score of 24-20. We're back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute here on KCIM.
fourth quarter will be first 10 Carroll at their own 33. Malik up the middle, good enough for a Tiger first down. Tackle on the play, number 2, Brody Hendrick. First and 10, Carroll at the Humboldt 49. Malik over the right side, gain of 9. Tackle on the play, number 12, Valley Davis.
Start the play clock. Start the play clock.
So that sneak by King, good enough for a Tiger first down.
Not have to wait for my line after a first down. Please start the play clock just like you would regularly if it's not a first down. Go on.
Rowetter up the middle for no gain. 54, Kildonahy.
I can tell you right now, but I bet they're averaging about 4 yards per carry right now. They just have runs where they are just...
You really good in math? Malik's got 14 carries, 88 yards. I know King, 10 carries, 42 yards. That's 4.2.
Yep.
They'll snap it back to King. He's going to roll out once the throw. He's got Burke downfield. Now he's going to tuck it. He's got good speed. He's going to make one guy miss before darting out of bounds. A couple of Humboldt guys running into each other. But he's going to get all the way down to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14. And now 11 carries, 56 yards. That's about 5.5 or about 5.1 yards per carry for him now.
And that's insane. That's really impressive there.
And Malik is averaging about 7 yards per carry. So you mix those two together, you're looking at about 6 yards per carry.
Yes.
But then you throw Rowetter in there and those little fullback handoffs up the middle. What do I got him? 9 carries, 20. That's 3 yards per carry. So you're probably right at around that 4.5 to 5 yards per carry. And as a coach, I think you'll take that. They hand it off again and not much running room. Humboldt was diving in there like the ball maybe had come out, but you don't see any Tigers jumping in there like that. Malik that time spun down, picked up a yard down to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 to go. 9th play of the drive coming up here for Carroll.
And at this point in the game, there's nothing wrong with that 1 yard carry. It just, what it does is just drains the clock here. And these Carroll Highs Tigers are not in a huge rush right now, and you like to see that as a Carroll High fan.
And I know a field goal would put them up by a touchdown and an extra point. You're getting into that range. You just made a 40-yarder. You're at 41 right now. So if you can pick up a few more yards, you might have a chance at a field goal if you can't score the touchdown. I know the Tigers want the touchdown. King faked the handoff that time to Rowetter, tried to follow him up the middle, and Humboldt's defense starting to bow up a little bit here. The yards are getting a little tougher. No gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I think Holking, that 40-yard field goal he had would have been good for 45. He's got a good boot on him.
Esac County down now 57-13 in their ball game. I think we got an update on Glidden Ralston. I'll try to get you that as King comes running in here. Glidden up now 52-0 after 3 quarters over Griswold. Burke will split out to the left. 3rd and 8. Might be a passing down unless the Tigers feel they're in 2-down territory. And that time I thought I saw a flag because there was some movement from Humboldt, but Carroll calls the timeout. They'll stop the clock. 7:53 to go here. Tigers on top, 24-20. We'll step away. Brett and I are back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
King's pass incomplete. Brings up 4th and Carroll. King Holton with a 40-yard field goal. 7:42 left in the game. 27 Carroll, Humboldt 20. Kickoff for the Tigers to receive for 7 Brady Gall, number 22, Cash McIntyre. McIntyre with the return. Tackle on the play, number 19, Elliot Overmole, number 54, Brody Daniel. First and 10, Humboldt at their own 30-yard line. Flaherty with the quarterback keeper. Gain of maybe one. Run out of bounds by a host of Jackson Flaherty pass complete to Chase Flaherty. Humboldt down, tackle on the play. Number 1, Lincoln Burke. Jackson Flaherty with the keeper.
Going to be a loss of 2 back to the 44-yard line, but a good stop by the Tigers and good pressure up front tied by the Tiger defensive line.
Yeah, you got to be thankful for that forward progress there because it looked like they almost had him down on the 40-yard line there. So that's 4 yards they get out of there.
Valley Davis and Chase Flaherty going to split out here to the left along with McIntyre, and Humboldt wants to talk about it. 2nd and 12 at their own 44-yard line at 6:02 left in the game. Tigers up 27-20. Our score updates are brought to you again by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. Back after 1 minute here on KCIM and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Shelley Deal, physician assistant, and I'm excited to be back in Carroll and join the team of physicians at McFarland Clinic, Carroll. I look forward to providing you and your family with extraordinary care. I am providing same day and next back to pass, intercepted by number 28, Landon Peterson. With the quarterback sweep around the right. Brings
15.
Dead ball. Full start. Offense for 79. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty on the Tigers. Bring up 1st and 15. And now going right side, 25-yard touchdown run for the Tigers. Kieran Polking in for the extra point.
Dead ball. Offside. Defense number 17. The penalty decline. Retry.
Polking's extra point is up and good. 5:37 left in the game. Carroll 34, Humboldt 20. Polking into kickoff for Tigers. Braden Dahl with the return. Tackle on the play, number 35. Michael Rowetter, number 19. Elliot Overmall. 1st and 10, Humboldt on their own 27. Flaherty's pass is incomplete. Bring up second and 10.
It was Dane Clark who was open, but the pass led him out of bounds. It's going to bring up second down and at 10 to go. And if you're Carroll, you've really got Humboldt right where you want them, and that is a team that is okay throwing the ball, but they really rely on their running game. And you've kind of forced them after that first drive to really have to throw more than I think they wanted to tonight.
Yeah, and you've created turnovers off those throws. Has done 3 interceptions here in this game already.
Flaherty again out of the shotgun. Going to take the snap. Pressure comes up the middle. He goes deep down the field, and that is a nice catch by Valley Davis. Outstanding coverage by Matt Collison. And the catch going to be made all the way down to the Tiger 46, now 45-yard line. So a pickup of around 28 yards on that play, and now they are hurrying up as they have to do. Minute 40 or minute first down and 10, I should say. Flaherty in some trouble. He's going to be spun down, and there is Gavin Holt. About a 7-yard loss, 6-yard loss. They're going to mark him down at the 49 of his own. So a 6-yard loss will bring up second down and 10. Valley Davis, with his second catch here a moment ago, is up to 51 yards on 3 catches. But the clock running here, 4:40 counting, 34-20, Carroll with the lead. Our score updates again brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. Don't forget to sign up for a free sack of groceries at Market on 30. Just go down there and sign up, then listen to Rewind on Tuesday morning, 9:30 till 10 o'clock here on KCM. We'll announce our winner and our sack of the game. Deep pass, and Davis makes a really nice catch in Carroll territory down to the 39-yard line. So that'll be a pickup at 12. He's got some nice hands.
Yes, he does. He's made some pretty nice catches here, stretching out and using his long arms to make these catches. Beautiful throws to him, too.
Yeah. Still going to bring up third down, third and about 4. They're in 2-down territory the rest of the game. He did get out of bounds to stop the clock. Flaherty, another high snap. Pressure comes, and he's going to go down the field. It's going to be intercepted. He's going to have to bring it out. Matt Collison is going to have to bring it out of the end zone. He caught that at about the 4, Brett, and his momentum took him into the end zone, but he got the pick, and the Tigers will have it at their own 1-yard line after that Collison interception. And that one should seal the deal. But the one thing they're going to have to do is get that ball away from their own goal line, and probably going to have to run it straight up the middle a few times.
Yeah, and I think after their performance tonight of running the ball up the middle, I wouldn't be all that worried about having to run the ball up the middle. They've been proven to get yards when they can do that.
Who's our Culver's player of the game in this one? This is not going to be easy. Wow. Polking to 40-yard field goals here.
The interception, first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
I think we figured out who our team of the week is, though.
Good. We'll have to see how the rest of the week comes out. Yep. King under center. He could just keep it. He'll hand it off. And I think that's a Rowetter fighting his way forward for a 2-yard gain out to the 3-yard line. And if you're Carroll, you burn every second of that play clock on every snap here. Yep. And I think 2 first downs. Don't count my math on this one here because I'm trying to do it while I talk. But I think 2 first downs would give them the opportunity, unless Humboldt starts to use any timeouts. 2 first downs could run the clock out here.
Yes, it could. I mean, 40-second time clock with about 3:40 left to go here.
And King really taking his time to get into the huddle. Still 17 on the play clock. They'll break the huddle. Burt going to split out to the left. Down to 8 on the play clock. King looking at it. I love having those play clocks on either end zone. He will snap this one with 4. They run it to Malik, and Malik going to lose a yard, or lose 2 yards back to the 1-yard line. So this thing not over yet. And did Humboldt burn a timeout? They did. They'll be down to 1 timeout remaining. Tigers going to face 3rd and 10 from their own 1 with 3:09 remaining. Brett and I are back in a minute here on KCIM.
Since 1925, Eco Water System.
their own end zone, because you always worry about Humboldt. They scored quick a couple of times tonight. If they get a quick one and all of a sudden they line up for the onside kick, this thing's still a long way from being over.
Yep.
So Carroll needs to do something here. 3rd and 10. I don't think they're going to get. They're certainly not getting 2-down territory. So they've got to get as much as they can here to give their punter a little bit of room to be able to try and get a good punt off. And their punter, of course, is Mason Stitz. He's averaging about 36 yards per punt on the season. King under center. Going to hand it off, and that is Malik, and he's going to get out to the 4. So a pickup of 3 on the play. Actually, I think that was Rowetter. So Rowetter now up to 32 yards on the night, and the Tigers going to have to punt this one away. And Humboldt going to burn their final timeout. Brett, thoughts here right now on the situation Carroll is in, up 34-20 with 3:14 remaining.
Yeah, you got to bowl up here and make sure they're not throwing the ball on you. Again, you've done a great job the last few throws here of being able to get interceptions and force the turnovers. So right now, if you are Humboldt, take your quick, short rep passes, get out of bounds, and you got to keep as much time on the clock as that you can.
Don't forget the new Way Forward scoreboard show coming up at the conclusion here, and they'll start at 10 o'clock tonight here on KCM and on our sister station of Kick 106.7. Thanks to Casey Miners and Todd Danner and, of course, Craig Lux all coming in tonight, so they'll get interviews. I'll go down and interview Coach Rowetter and send that off to him, but we'll have interviews with all 9 of our area football coaches. We'll have our local scores and the scores from those local districts as we focus really on our area of the state, but we try to get you other important scores as well. And again, all of that from 10 to midnight tonight on KCIM and Kick 106.7. Mason Stitz on to punt. Flaherty is lined up at around the Tiger 34-yard line. And Humboldt looks like they could be trying to bring some pressure from this left edge. They've got 3 guys lined up all in the same spot. They come from that side, but Stitz gets it off, and he's going to boom this one. And a fair catch called for from Flaherty. And they're going to mark him down at around the 47-yard line of Carroll. So a huge, huge punt that time by Stitz.
Yeah, very great job there to be able to get the fair catch and kind of run it down like an outfielder tracing a fly ball down.
They're caught by Humboldt. Wildcats take
Humboldt will have it in Carroll territory, but no timeouts left. You got to take the sidelines away. That would be my key. You want to keep that clock running. And, you know, you want to be able to keep them from stopping the clock. With no timeouts, if you keep them in bounds, at least the clock keeps running.
Yep, and you can see that's what the defensive backs are doing with their shoulders.
Flaherty out of the shotgun. Drops straight back, throws it, and a diving attempt. It is going to be incomplete. Great effort out here that time by Valley Davis again. That would have been at around the Tiger 35-yard line. Would have been enough for a first down, but it does fall incomplete. And it is going to bring up now 2nd down and 10 to go. Only problem with that falling incomplete, and you wanted it to, but it only burned 5 seconds off of the clock.
Yep. Valley Davis did a good job there with the head fake. I think he's going to go inside.
Flaherty again drops back, throws it out. It is complete. Chase Flaherty will make the catch. Coverage by Peterson. That's going to be at the 39-yard line, a pickup of about 8 on the play. So that is going to bring up now 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Jackson Flaherty has thrown it now for about 160 yards on the night, but those 4 interceptions kind of the difference here in the game. Flaherty came into tonight with 2 interceptions on the night. He had thrown 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Big 3rd and 2. Flaherty going to roll out. Pressure comes from Polking. The ball going to be over the head of his intended receiver, McIntyre. So, Brett, in a way, it all comes down to this. They stop him here. Humboldt's out of timeouts. You pretty much run the clock out and you win the ball game. If Humboldt gets this 4th and 2, it's not over yet.
No, it's for sure not over here if they can pick it up here. And they got a difficult call here if they're going to try to run the ball up the middle. That'll keep the clock going, or are they going to try to throw and get out of bounds?
So Flaherty out of the shotgun. Got a running back on each side. They'll hand it off to McIntyre. He's got the first down and more as he's going to fight his way down to the 31. A pickup of 8 on the play. Just 8 carries, 37 yards for him unofficially. And now Humboldt going to sprint up to the line. Tigers were trying to get a sub into the game. Now, do we get a timeout called by Carroll? Or what do we get here? The official over here on the Carroll sideline came in waving his arms. I think they're allowing Carroll to sub. I think maybe Humboldt had subbed, but they stopped the clock to be able to do it. So 2:41 left here, and the Tigers able to get some subs onto the field. Humboldt is going to split Clark out to the right. Listening here to the official. Reset the game clock to 2:44, the play clock to 25. They're going to roll with both on his whistle. And there is his whistle. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Flaherty drops back, pressure comes up the middle. He's got a man down the middle. That's Chase Flaherty. He'll cut back. He's going to be drugged down. Touchdown saving tackle that time by Vincent, but he is all the way down to the 2-yard line, a pickup of 30 on the play. And all of a sudden, Humboldt is in really good shape here. They'll snap it back. They hand it off to McIntyre, and he goes in for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run from McIntyre, his second of the ball game. And Humboldt is an extra point away from being down by 1 score with 2:21 remaining.
It's a big field goal coming up here.
Yep. Wow, this is not what you anticipated. Even with that 4th and 2, they've just been able to get the ball down the field too easily.
Attempt the extra point.
Cam Manning all over South Central Calhoun. 49-14 with just over 6 to go on kick 106.7 tonight.
Seems like they were missing their snapper there.
Yep, missing the holder earlier, missing the snapper this time. Audubon beating Arweva 84-7. The hold is down, the kick is up, it is good. And we've got a 7-point ball game here at 34-27. The Tiger crowd has gone quiet. We're back in 1 minute here on KCIM.
Napa is your trusted source for automotive.
Humboldt set with Rubel to do the onside kick. He's lined up like he's going to kick it to the Carroll sideline. That's what he does. And Lincoln Burke goes after it, doesn't get it. It's loose, and Humboldt going to fall on the football at their own 48-yard line. So Humboldt gets the onside kick. And they have scored quickly too many times here tonight to feel comfortable right now if you're a Carroll Tiger. 2:17 remaining. The key is, though, no timeouts left. And this is where Carroll needs to get one of those turnovers that they've been able to get most of tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we got a downed Wildcat out there. But yeah, if you're Carroll here, you got to get a turnover, force them here. It's tough to say what Humboldt's going to have to do here.
They're going to have to put it in the air. You can't run the ball unless you get Flaherty on the edge where he can maybe dance his way out of bounds. And again, if you're Carroll, you want to take away the outside, but they got beat down the middle several times on that last drive, so you don't want to give up the middle too easily.
No, and it's like I said, it's kind of tough for Carroll here to decide what they're going to do, but they have been great at forcing turnovers. I mean, send a little bit more pressure, just like they were doing earlier, and I'd say drop back in a man coverage and try to stay one-on-one with your man.
We hope the young man from Humboldt's going to be all right. They are getting him to sit up. It looks like Caden Frieden, number 16, is the injured player, and he is up and going to walk off the field. And that is a good sign. And Humboldt will have it. They're going to have it at their own 47-yard line. And again, 2:17 left in this one. He is walking off the floor, off the field pretty slowly here tonight. So hopefully that young man going to be all right as Humboldt comes back out to start this possession. Carroll fell down 7-0 in this one, and then rallied back to tie it at 7. They took a 14-7 lead. Humboldt then tied it right before half. Scored in 21 seconds to tie it at 14. Carroll came out in the third and took control of the game. Yep. They've led by almost 2 scores for a good portion of the second half, but every time they get up by 2 scores, Humboldt seems to do something well. Flaherty out of the shotgun, going to drop back. They get some pressure up the middle. He flares it out to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff going to catch it, but he has stopped well short of the first down. Polking over there to make the tackle. It's going to be down to the Tiger 48-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play.
What a great tackle there by Polking. He put his head right on the football. I'm surprised that ball wasn't fumbled.
Yep, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 5, but that kept the clock running. They'll snap it at about 1:50 to go here in the game. Flaherty again drops back, now scrambles, throws it out to Kirchhoff again. He'll step out of bounds at the Tiger 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 on the play. We've got Flaherty now up to 198 yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 at the Carroll 45-yard line. 1:46 to go here in the football game. 3rd play of this possession coming up for Humboldt. Valley Davis and Chase Flaherty will split out to the left. Shotgun for Jackson Flaherty with a running back on both sides. Kirchhoff on the right. McIntyre the left. They'll hand it to McIntyre, and he's just going to get the first down to the 42-yard line. Needed 2 and picked up 3. So that'll stop the clock for them to move the chains. 1:41 left here in the football game. Carroll up 34-27. They'll wind the clock. Our score updates, and we have another injured Wildcat out on the field, and that's going to stop the clock. And again, hopefully everybody okay. Yeah. You never want anybody injured in any game.
Of course not, no.
1st and 10, Humboldt.
Our score updates tonight again have been brought to you by Your Road, Your Team, Your Motor Inn. And again, thanks to Megan Berger. She's been standing down there in the heat all night, but I think she's enjoying this when she's running our video broadcast tonight. Brought to you again by Western Iowa Networks, blazing fast, reliable fiber internet with no data caps. And of course, you can watch and listen to it on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. So thanks to Megan for coming out and hanging out. She's right down here in front of our broadcast window. We kind of block off, thanks to Randy Beeston and Carroll. They allow us to block off a little area right in front in the back row, and that allows her to be able to run the camera from there. And we run all of our audio right out to her instead of having to run 100 foot of it down the back of the bleachers that we did years ago. Chase Flaherty going to split out here to the left. Valley Davis to the right. Jackson Flaherty out of the shotgun. Kirchhoff's going to line up to his left. McIntyre in the slot on the right side. They're going to look to go downfield. He's got a man down there, and it's just over the head. Valley Davis cut to the inside. His quarterback Flaherty expected him to cut sideline. Otherwise, I think that's a completion, and they were behind the Carroll defense again.
Yeah, he just looked kind of confused on where the ball was going to be. He was looking over the wrong shoulder, and then he looks over the right shoulder. Very, very lucky there if you're Carroll.
2nd and 10, 1:30 to go here in the football game. Tigers up 34-27. Our Culver's player of the game coming up in the postgame. McIntyre in the slot here on the left side. Chase Flaherty lined out there. They've got Davis lined out to the right. Jackson Flaherty now rolls to his right, throws it downfield. Is it caught? That is a great effort by Valley Davis to make the catch down to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 23 on the play. You mentioned his hands. You saw him there.
Yeah, he's got such long arms and such great footwork and this playmaking ability to get himself on the sidelines. He was up in the air and was able to get his feet in bounds.
And Carroll going to call a timeout here. The Tigers take their final timeout here. They've got to settle down their safety right now, and they can't allow Flaherty to get to the edges anymore. We'll step away, take a break. We're back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
At Motor Inn, we know that teamwork makes all the difference on the field and in the community. Just like a great coach invests in their players, we invest in our
Flaherty's pass incomplete.
His left, Valley Davis to the right. Run, no pressure this time from Carroll. Jackson going to roll out, trying to throw. Now he's going to take off running. He's going to get out of bounds. Where they're going to mark him out at. They're going to give him the 11. That's going to be a pickup of 8. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 to go. Minute 10 left in this one. Again, neither team with any timeouts remaining. And a lot of Carroll Tiger defenders out there with their hands on their hips. That means that they're a little bit tired.
Yep.
And it's been a long night in this heat.
Yeah. And they really did not get a good break there after the onside kick.
And they played, I think, a lot of man-to-man here tonight, which can wear on a guy trying to run behind a guy all the time. McIntyre lines up to the right. Will they run the football here just to get the first down?
Nope.
They do. They keep it with Jackson Flaherty. Now he throws it. It's batted into the air and incomplete. And we're going to get a flag coming in late. And if they call that pass interference, that is a bad call because he got there at the time of the ball. And I don't think you can say that's a defensive receiver as well. I don't know what this call is going to be.
No, and he was
that call came so late as well.
He was making a play on the ball there.
This could be the ball game here. This would give them a first down and inside the 10. Humboldt's got a couple of guys kneeling down. Everybody tired. They're going to say a hit to the head. Going to go against Carroll. That I couldn't see, so that's probably the right call.
Carroll fans not happy with that.
Not happy, yep. Carroll wanting an explanation over here on the sidelines. They had broken that one up. They hit the guy as the ball got there, but they're going to say they hit him in the head. It's just tough when one official says incomplete and the other guy that's a little further away from the play. Now, he might have had a better angle off the hip.
Yep.
They're going to mark this off from the 11. Where will they mark it to? It's going to go down to the club just outside of the 5. We've still got a minute 4 left in this game.
Yeah.
And if you're Humboldt, you're thinking, you score here, you probably go for 2 because you've had the momentum now to score 2 straight touchdowns.
Yes, you have. If you're not watching this on the live stream right now, I would highly recommend you get on there and watch it because this could be a very, very fun ending.
First and goal for Humboldt. Ball at the left hash mark at the Carroll just outside the 5. Flaherty out of the shotgun. Going to have Kickoff lined up to his left. They've got twin receivers to each side. They'll snap it back. He's going to roll to his right. Milbauer keeps him in there. He's going to throw it down for Davis. Incomplete. And we get 2 more flags. And that is going to go against Matt Collison on the coverage there. And I think they're going to call him for holding on the receiver in the end zone, which probably moves the ball down to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's looks like there was hand play going both ways, but
yeah,
it's just
and that's going to be the call. So Carroll hurting themselves down the stretch here. And I know the coaching staff not going to be happy. It's hard to see from where we're at, even with the view we've gotten, and stuff. But for coaches, you got to stand up for your guys. So of course, you're not wanting that call to go against you. But now the ball in between the 2 and 3 yard line. The Carroll crowd on their feet trying to make some noise.
Just under a minute left to go here.
And it's again now still first down. So now they still have 4 chances to get it in from the 3. Carroll led it one time, 34-20. They're going to hand it off, and fighting his way down to the 1 is going to be a McIntyre. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal, and now if you're Humboldt, they are going to hurry back to the line of scrimmage. 40 seconds and counting here in the game. Flaherty out of the shotgun. He's going to run the option, tries to get it to the outside. He's a foot race with Tolkien, and they get 2 more flags. Are we going to get a face mask on the tackle? They're going to mark him. Nope, they're going to say now they're going to, it looked like they were going to mark him inside the 1. Now they're going to talk and give him the touchdown. And if they call the penalty, Brett, I don't know the rule well enough. Can they take the penalty on the extra point, and would that move it down to about the 1 yard line?
I think so. I know in college and professional, that is the rule. I'm not 100% sure on high school. But I am about 85% sure they will get the ball inside the 1 here.
30 seconds left in the football game, and if Carroll doesn't hold on here, what a heartbreaking loss to kind of dominate most of the second half, but not be able to put Humboldt away. And Humboldt now, I'm assuming, going to go for 2. You're on the road. At home, you maybe play for the tie because your crowd behind you. On the road, you play for the win. It is going to be half the distance to the goal on that face mask call.
You know more than you give yourself credit for. You know that, Jeff?
Well, I watch so much college football, too, that sometimes it's hard for me to remember. I'm not Dan Pomeroy, so I don't always remember, the differences sometimes between the rules and at the different levels. That's why Dan Pomeroy's Dan Pomeroy. So the ball going to be spotted in the middle of the field at about the 1 yard line, and Humboldt is going to go for 2. This is the ball game here. If they don't get it, they will go for another onside kick. If they get it, they'll slip probably, and Carroll's going to have to create something. What a finish we've got for you here tonight on KCIM and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. They hand it off to McIntyre, hit in the backfield, slips away. Did he get in? No. Carroll Tigers defense comes up with the stop, the 2-point conversion, no good. And the Tigers cling to a 34-33 lead. We are going to step away. We'll take a break. We are back in 1 minute here on KCIM.
From empty stands to cheering fans, Carroll County Solid Waste would like to remind our area athletes, coaches, and spectators that it takes teamwork to keep our communities clean and safe. Like most sporting events,
$792.
Number 11, Carson Rubel, and the kickoff for the Wildcats. onside kick recovered by number 1, Lincoln Burke.
Wildest football games I have called in a long time. We'll step away, take a break. We've got our Massey Motors tailgate coming up in 3 minutes here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
Since 1968, Massey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Massey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff. Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence.
Again on the 26th hosting Harlan. Ladies and gentlemen, we do ask that you take a minute and pick up any trash around your area. There are many trash cans around the stadium, so any help in picking up trash on your way out is very much appreciated. Come out, have a great night.